Hey up, what's going on and welcome back to York City. Last time out I ended the video by thanking everyone for their views, their time, their effort given to this series as a whole and referenced the ongoing situations in the world right now, obviously over in the US particularly. I don't know what phrases are going to get flagged by YouTube, whatever, so I'll just use this as my way of saying I'm with you guys and I'll leave it at that. In terms of the football today, there are two big games that really matter. Since we last met, which of course was the 3-0 victory over Tottenham in the FA Cup, we will be doing the fourth round today, just not as part of the episode as such. We will just let you know what happened on that front. But yeah, two big games today. Manchester United away from home in the Premier League. They are top. And Manchester City in the Carabao Cup semi-final leg 2, where we just need to win. Basically, we drew at the Etihad 1-1. Tipple with a goal, Vidarsson with an equaliser. It's the game that Vidarsson started rather than Seri. There were a few little alterations in general just to freshen the side up. A few tie legs after the runs that everyone's had. And most surprisingly, Noah Zata starting this one. He was actually suspended for this, so he couldn't do this one even if he wanted to. But Newcastle in the league was irritatingly tight. We dominated, but we could only score one goal. West Brom was sort of a similar situation until we got the second goal. We were dominating them. They came back into it a little bit around the time Shaw got sent off, and then obviously came into it a little bit more towards the end. But at that point, it's 2-0, and we saw it out as well. So those three games played, all done and dusted. Man United are next. Now, the press conference for the Man United game irritated the hell out of me because I got the question, Tuchel is seemingly overachieving with this Manchester United side. What are your thoughts on that? My thoughts are they're the best team in the league, you utter imbecile of a reporter. But yeah, they are top. They have one loss to their name this season, and that was us at home. So we'll see what happens away from home now. Silva, 14 goals for the season, in third on the goal list now. Average rating, Azata is topping that. Along with player of the matches, he's there too. Clean sheets, however, we're not there. We're not in the top 3. Or assists. And with Jack Harrison leaving the club, there was an opportunity to bring someone else in. I had a decision to make on this one. There were two ways I could have gone here. Pulisic' contract was up at the end of the year, but a player like Pulisic is probably going to get nabbed by a foreign club before I get a chance to as a same nation club. So I moved for him straight away, 6.75 million. For a 31-year-old Christian Pulisic, yes, it's going to be the tail end of his career, but he very much plays backup to Cantoro, and that was the decision I had to make. There was a player I could have brought in who was on paper better than Cantoro. A lot of money, same wages. You probably argue that obviously if he's going to be first choice, probably go for the player that should be first choice. But I believe in Cantoro. I don't want to be in the position where I've got two players who want to be first team players and one of them's going to get upset. I'd rather have the boundaries. Pulisic agreed to be a squad player. That was his decision, not mine. He came at me with the squad player up front and I said yes. Bit of experience also doesn't count as a foreign player because he took up English citizenship when the whole Brexit thing happened. So welcome to York City, Christian Pulisic. Also, a third reason, USA. Think of the exposure. You look at our team now, we've had a Chinese player for ages and now we've got an American one. We're just pulling in that marketing from all over. But he's solid 3-star. Looks probably worse now I've changed the colours. Well, in fairness, there's not that many 15s. Technique, off the ball, first touch. He's just good and experienced. Right, one major issue though for this Man United game, as if it wasn't going to be difficult enough, Shaonan suspended from that red card incident last time out, of course. So, Nyambe still returning to fitness, 10 days and 3 weeks. That's been a very long injury, which means, of course, we're going to have to do something like this. Courage has actually added right back to his locker. I don't know when he did this or if that was already a thing when he joined, but he's progressed that to a point where he's actually second choice, technically. And Nyambe's a player whose contract's up at the end of the year, and he's on the decline. So, like the fact the acceleration has a big negative arrow and it's still 15. Yeah, 32, still physically very solid thanks to that natural fitness, but yeah, his contract's up at the end of the year. Considering maybe getting someone in now to deal with that situation, the team for this will be Dutra in goal, Saxton, Rick, Azata and Courage in that back line. Grimes and Seri in the middle, of course. Madeira, that's wrong. Actually, no, that's right. He's been playing better than Ramirez. Vidal in the middle and Cantoro on the right-hand side and Silva up front, of course. Not quite sure what's happened to Ramirez. He's the only one that never reached the 7. Cantoro did, with style. And yeah, we're going to Old Trafford. We're going to attack them. Just going to change up Courage before we head off into this one. I don't want to expose him too much. He's not really a winger, wing back. Of course, 1 point separates us at the top of this table. I think we still got to play Tottenham again for a second time this year too. The start was Sibbald this time. Duque on the bench. They can't decide who their best striker is. It's this guy. Like, there's no question about it. It's this guy, but they can't decide. Intriguingly, Aarons has been usurped. Interesting. He's number 8, and he's worth less than £1 million on 23k a week. Mentally, fine. Physically, fine. Technically, good. That's the most baffling player I've seen in a while. Why would you not play Aarons? Tired. Thanks, Max. Doing his England manager a solid there, I think, possibly. Speaking of England, if you do follow like the England portion of this journey, it's obviously I always stick it in as an extra thing. Just a reminder, of course, again, the World Cup will be at the end of this year. That will be a separate video. There's been one shot in 15 minutes. Oh, there's the second one. Big news on the England front. The goalkeeper, Charles Baxter, who was at Bournemouth, has moved to West Ham. So that's something to pay attention to, of course. Bournemouth still in the Championship at this stage. West Ham actually also there still. Actually, they're both in the Championship. He's done that twice now. I thought West Ham were in the Premier League again. They're not. Clark's through. He's winded it. That's not a phrase. At least we've had a highlight. Tottenham doing something in their game, of course. That's put them ahead of us. Very much a 3-horse race at this stage, though. 11 points clear of Arsenal in 5th and Everton in 3rd. That nearly went in. I didn't know something. That Irving's even more timed than Max Aarons, so that decision is even more baffling right now. What are they doing? Hamburg, basically just Hamburg, but in Yorkshire. Madeira, Mariba, what's gone on there? Why were they look like they were sort of having a fisticuff fight? Madeira's got the ball, though. The way those two dots were jostling around. Rick Silva is not going to get on the end of that. Seri will, sort of. Silva may have been offside when that was played. That is cheeky. Oh, it's standing. Is it standing? He's not offside, and his 20th goal of the season. And Manchester United have 2 shots, 1 on target in 35 minutes at Old Trafford. This, yeah, that's unlucky for Gabriel, perhaps. But Silva goes around his countryman, Paulo Cesar, with style. I was told to take off likes to roundkeeper because Silva's a well-rounded striker. I left it on, just saying. Harris score for Tottenham. They're the only other ones being tracked right now, which says everything. Of course, I just mentioned it a moment ago, but I haven't actually registered since the goal went in. League table. Now we enter this game of chicken of when do I stop attacking? They're nervous, apprehensive. What has happened over there? Right, we're motivated and fired up. They've just done something. We've injured one of their players. The player who made the mistake that gave it to Seri. I'm sorry. What happened there? Frank, mate. Unlucky. So he came on for Gabriel and then got injured. And now they brought Max Aarons on, which baffles me that he wasn't starting. Madeira 6.6. Yeah. It's not an amazing game from a majority of people. Just also not awful either. I'm seeing Madeira out there. He is same level actually as Ramirez. Vidal's nervous. Vidarson can come in. The number of times I imagine they get mixed up on sort of automatic orders and things within the club. The autofill is going to have a nightmare with those two. Not making any other changes because nothing is happening in this game. No highlights since the goal, I'm fairly certain. We're unbeaten in 28 games in all competitions. We've not lost since Leicester at the start of the year. Oh yeah, Tuchel also said teams are underestimating us. Well, what did your team just do then? Yeah, Thomas, stick that in your pipe and smoke it. What's the phrase? Just going to calmly say, well done lads, your performance has taken us to the top of the table. Everyone is extremely delighted. So Manchester United have lost twice this year, both times to us. And you got to see the second one live, after I didn't show you the first one. Leeds nearly equalised. The topsy-turvy nature of the top 3 right now has actually put Man United in 3rd after that, because Tottenham, of course, won their game. Liverpool into 4th. I thought York City were very ordinary, but were even worse. No, actually, I'll go with your assessment for that game. That wasn't exactly riveting. Got an awful feeling this is going to be the end of Frank Lampard, by the way. Finally. Still there, 11 years on, but 11th place, losing to Liverpool there, 12 points off the Europa football. I think Lampard's had his day now, sadly. He was so close to becoming like a Ferguson length. He's sort of Wenger length, really, isn't he? He's not really won much, but he's been there a while. Man United have continued their love affair of signing players called Bruno. Pulisic has scored within 9 minutes. I'm not sure whether to bring you the goals or just bring you the final result, but there's the first goal at the very least. Pulisic, tap in. I keep forgetting they still have Jesse Lingard at Coventry. He's 37. I know I made the youngster joke last time round, but at 37 I'm not even sure I can do that anymore. Though he just won't retire, seemingly, so still trying to prove himself. Vidas has made it too. We might be alright. Full second team, by the way, pretty much. Oh yeah, well, there's the 3D for that one. Bangs it in. Goalkeeper folds. Oh, my player score for Barnsley against Palace is 3. So, yep, we're good. That rebounded weirdly off the goalkeeper. They've got one back. There's a good save involved and an unfortunate rebound as such. I suppose is it technically a good save if it does go straight back to them? No, it's a sensational save. It's a sensational bloody save, that is. We make it forward with one of the simplest goals you're ever going to see. Deep free kick, hoof on the pitch, Kojic is on the end of it, bang, 4-1. Simple as that. It's Lingard's mistake. Still got a lot to prove then, clearly. That's, yeah, not great. Clearly forgot he doesn't play for a team wearing red anymore. Possibly still associates light blue with Manchester City and therefore enemies, which is not good when you play for Coventry. Ateko has made it 6th from a corner there. 6-2, breakaway from a corner. Good ball there, good movement, and good finish, gotta be said. Oh, he actually hits Christian on the shin. Not sure if that's bad goalkeeping or unfortunate goalkeeping. Last to be drawn in the 5th round draw. Preston are our opponents. Avoid Barnsley again. I kind of want to play them now. Worth noting, only Manchester United and Chelsea remain of the traditional Big Six. And Chelsea's season is not being brilliant, so... Oh god, it's there for the taking again. I didn't want to care about the FA Cup. So frustratingly, Shao is suspended for this match as well. So we basically have to stay with what we had already last time out almost. The only difference, of course, is I'm going to swap those two over because Azarta should be the one for the set pieces on the right-hand side. The 11 for this will be Dutra, Castillo, Rick, Azarta, Courage, Grimes and Seri, Ramirez, Vidal and Cantoro and Silva up front. Pretty much what you expect. I'm giving Castillo the nod just because he's 100% match sharp opposed to Saxton not being entirely there. Also putting a goalkeeper on this bench because not taking any chances. Just realised I skipped their 11, but it looks pretty much the same as it has always done. Felix in the middle, Leggett on the right, Rodrigo over there. Another Costa in midfield now, Ricardo Costa. Of course, they've got Diogo Costa in goal. Leggett, the Australian, around the right side. Peralta, I think, is a new name as well for this year. Not entirely certain. I think they spent a little bit this year. Grimes, Cantoro on the far side. Silva, great ball. And, I'd argue that deserved a goal almost. Of course, the first leg was 1-1. There's no benefit. That's a good corner. There's no benefit, of course, to scoring an away goal in the Carabao Cup semis, in the traditional sense. Castillo, Ramirez. Just a bit of transfer news, by the way. Brewster came to me saying, well, I'm not really playing. Can I go on loan? Not, play me. Can I go on loan? So I ended up saying yes and sort of cheekily offered him out for loan for his full wages and 500k a month non-negotiable. Valencia said yes. I'm not sure if putting out ridiculous loan offers is a way to prevent those players from really kicking off about the fact you've not found them a loan. I didn't think anyone would actually bite. He's off on loan to Valencia probably for a grand total of £5 million basically for the 6 months he's going to be there. It's dumb as hell, but we'll take 6 million. 5 million, sorry. Ramirez has scored. I mean, I found the way to trigger a goal is just to go on a long ramble about something. It seems to happen basically every episode at this point now. 136 episodes in, you'd think I'd have caught on to that before now. Courage, though, is the deliverer. I forgot to take him off complete win back, haven't I? I'll leave him on it. What is his crossing ability? Because that was really good. 9. It's not awful for a central defender. Of course, he's left-footed as well. I probably should be playing him inside. Just dawned on me. Probably should have started Madeira as a winger on that right side with him as an inverted wing-back. Oh, I'm an idiot. Mind you, it's 1-0 us. We've had 12 shots, 7 on target. They've had 3 and 2. So we're doing something. Ramirez, Cantoro. There we are. I mean, if Cantoro scores there, then he's justified being on that pitch. The Australian is furious, so what's new? If we do progress through this, I'm not dressing up for the final. We did it for the first Carabao. After that, every subsequent one is basically pointless, isn't it? Oh, by the way, unsurprisingly, Man United are doing well against Barnsley on the other side of this situation. Or Felix nearly equalises and saves me the bother of a final, almost. But yeah, Man United beat Barnsley 3-1, I think it was, in the first leg at Barnsley. Surprised it was only that, considering. Peralta's through. Should really have the number 9-9. Yes, I'm proud of myself for that one. Alright, I'm proud of myself for that one. What's going on over here? I thought there might have been a sending off, the way people just stopped moving. Peralta, Tipple. Oh, there's a penalty, though. I almost psychically sensed that people were going to stop moving for a reason at some point in the near future. Tipple. Right. No, it's Rodrigo on the ball. I presume Tipple will be number 9, not their left winger. Well, dang. Dukalik had chances apiece, though. On the chance front, it is even. But, I mean, he went the right way, but didn't really jump. Vidal's on a 6.3, though. There is a move to make here, and I know what to do. I have not once played a winger in about 8 years now, but Courage will be inverted wing-back, and Madeira will be a straight-up winger. As a result, Ramirez will charge forwards. Still charging. Cantoro has gotten away with that? No, he actually does play the ball himself. That is a sensational breakaway. I use the word sensational far too much. I do realise this. That breakaway was sublime, to use a different word. I thought this might have been an errant tackle from the player behind. In 3D, it looks like a tackle, but the text actually says Cantoro plays the ball, so I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that was deliberate. He's got the assist. For some reason, their central defence is more tired than anyone else, which is odd considering they have 3 very good centre-backs, including Jamaica. What? Sorry, I went silent there because I thought that header was going wide, but somehow it's gone in. Right, let's watch this in 3D. You probably didn't see it in 2D because I probably cut it out because I was being silent. But Leggett, the tackle we need to talk about. I think even the goalkeeper thought it was going wide. I mean, we need to talk about that tackle or non-tackle. I think that was Castillo. He might have to come off. That's just gone straight through and Madeira's made it 3-2. Long throws. Courage is actually a really good long throw taker, but because he's central defence normally, he doesn't take them. Right back, he can do this. And confuse the entire defence into just not even trying to defend. I'm so glad I did long throws this year. Castillo's tired anyway, so Saxon can come on. I mean, Seri's actually the weakest link of the team otherwise. Sentence I don't normally have to say, ever. Right, okay, well, it's 88 minutes, they've got a highlight, let's back away. No, we've got a highlight, maybe. No, they've got a highlight. Please make your mind up. We've got a highlight. And Vidalson is running past, well, he's hit the bar. Ruben Diaz's tired legs was shown up there. Ramirez has somehow managed to get that just in time before the 2 advancing players body checked him, it looked like they were trying to do there. The speed they ran at him. Saxon's nabbed that one. Silva will get onto it. There's an opportunity to get that to the other side of the pitch. 24, I think, sort of vaguely noticed that that's Diaz, isn't it? Vidalson, though, has drifted away from everyone entirely and wide. Vidalson's gone close twice since we brought him on. Just positive, just keeping the front foot, and bang, 3-2, another Carabao Cup final. Between my 2 saves, that's 4 in a row. It's also a match that we didn't really need this year. And there's the full confirmation of Man United triumphing over Barnsley 5-1 on aggregate, which means the official match is in. It's moved the Leeds match, irritatingly. So once again, York City versus Manchester United in a cup final. We'll see for that. When that happens, oh, actually, they'll probably be next. First year in the Champions League, I'm debating just attaching that to it as well, but I might just bring in that first leg in sort of reduced form in that final episode, and then we'll do the second leg with Man City when that comes around later in the month. So, until then, ta-ra!